We got some clips here. Democratic politician says grant illegals amnesty. In fact, let's just cue that up now. Or they'll become terrorists. Yeah, and don't cut the NSA's funding or terrorists will blow you up. Or let us have your guns or terrorists will blow you up. Or let us have your guns and accept Obamacare, we'll call you racist. We'll engage in terrorism. We'll terrorize you. That's the definition of terrorism. Just the whole world's collapsing. We're totally bankrupt. Oh, let's just have 30 million more illegals here. And then I was reading where it's bankrupting schools across the country where they're going basically Spanish only, Spanish immersion. I'm not against Spanish, but it's not the global language. And if you don't teach these kids English, they will be a permanent political bloc under the control of the Ford Foundation, El Jefe, Spanish speakers, which is the whole point. English is a Mongol language. I don't mean actual Mongols like the Huns. It is not a real language in the classic original thing like Latin or Chinese or the Germanic languages. It is a mix of Latin and Germanic languages going back 1,000 years ago, and now every other language, it attaches, it grows. It is the global language. It is officially the world language. If humans don't get replaced with machines, then we launch space bases in the future. If we're still using words and things are still written, baby, it's going to be in English. You disadvantage these children. No, now the English language itself is racist, you have to understand. No, the politicians don't want you being able to communicate with people. I'm all for learning Spanish, by the way. I'm all for learning. Like, that's the language, if you live in the United States, you should learn. The first one you should learn. You're at a disadvantage not knowing Spanish. And you're at a disadvantage not knowing English, no matter where you are in the world. Number one thing you can do for your child, if you want them to get ahead in the world, it's not just me, all the top educators, get them to learn to speak English and get them to learn how to dress nice, shake hands, have a sparkle in their eye, and be honorable. Because in business, people are looking for folks that don't stab them in the back.
I'm Darren McBreen, and these are some of the new items that are available now at InfoWarsShop.com.
Alert the public to Obama's blatant abuse of power with the new Obama t-shirt. Obama's Joker face on the front and come and take it on the back. It's time to publicly call him out for what he is, a tyrant. Defend the Second Amendment with our top seller Come and Take It t-shirts. And look at that, women's cut tank tops and t-shirts now available. Nice hat. Plus the Don't Tread on Me flag. And now you can become a micro distributor of the InfoWars magazine. Plus, get your own copy delivered right to your door each and every month. And if you're tired like I am of you and your family being exposed to polluted drinking water, get the Pro One high performance water filter. It gets rid of all pathogenic bacteria, cyst, fluoride, heavy metals, and numerous other contaminants.
So join the revolution at InfoWarsShop.com.
I want to play this clip and then get into Suge Knight and then get a few calls if we have time. Democrat politician grant illegals amnesty or they will become terrorists. Democrat state representative and candidate for the U.S. representative Pat Murphy said that if the underage migrants who have come to the U.S. from Central America aren't given a pathway to citizenship, they could become terrorists. Let's play a clip of that. You do what we want or stuff's going to get blown up. Hell, don't say that. Just blame it on the Tea Party. That's easier. In fact, blame global warming on them. Here it is.
We need to make sure that we take care of the children that are coming up here. They're not from Mexico. They're coming from further south. Okay. We need to make sure that when we're talking about these children, we need to treat them like they're our children or our grandchildren. If they're going to be refugees, which several of them are going to be, we need to make sure that we have we take care of them and we create a pathway for citizenship and set up education for them so they don't become the same problem that we're currently having in the Middle East, that they'll be a terrorist a generation from now.
Yeah, because Afghanistan is south of us, not east or west, basically on the same parallel as New York. That's how dumb they think you are. And really, they're saying, worldwide, poor kids, come here, we'll make you wards of the state. You'll be the future cops, you'll be the enforcers, which they've done in England the last 30 years. They brought in poor kids from Europe, Eastern Europe, and they are now the social workers and the cops. And let me tell you, they do what the government says. The Soviets do that, and Putin still does it, where they take orphans and make them the enforcers of the state. That's even been on ABC News. Look it up. I mean, this is so diabolical. They want a domestic security force just as big and just as strong as our military. And they mean to have that 5-10 years down the road. So this is a long-term strategic takeover. And they set the precedent that all immigrants are little children. And so you're against the children. Just all sick political sociopaths that just look at the quickest way to get money and power and to leverage the giant third world populations against this country and to turn us into a giant third world pit as well. Not to help the third world, but to enrich a new chief class, a new El Jefe class here in America. Truly disgusting.
You are watching the best of the Alex Jones Show, weekdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. Watch live at Infowars.com/show or become a member of InfoWarsNews.com and help us take resistance to the next level.